Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Lynette Looks, or welcome if you're new. I'm glad to have you. Today I'm going to be talking about a book that I recently read, and it is called Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven. There are parts that I really was drawn to, and there were other parts that I wasn't really drawn to, and at times I felt kind of bored with the story. But let me get into the story. This book is a YA romantic fantasy, and I was drawn to the premise of the book, Infinite Loves. So let's get into it. Evelyn is a teenager, but she is not a normal teenager. She's almost 18 years old, but there's something really intriguing about her story. Evelyn can remember all of her past lives that she's lived, and she remembers them quite vividly. And she's always wondered what's wrong with her. Why does she remember these past lives? And also, why is it that she is drawn to this person who is also in every past lives of hers? There's a reason why she's remembering these past lives, but she does not have a clue as to why is it that she can remember them. And there's a catch to this. You would think this is like a gift of hers, like she can just remember so vividly all the lives that she's lived, and she's able to take that information into her current life. But one thing about Evelyn is she's never lived past her 18th birthday. So once it gets towards her 18th birthday, something happens to her. She gets murdered. Spoiler alert, I am going to spill some tea on this story, so I hope you've either read it or you don't mind being a little spoiled. I'm not gonna tell you the ending or anything like that, but I do want to give some juicy details about this intriguing story. So she doesn't live past 18. Her killer is a mysterious guy, and his name is Arden. So he's the one that is drawn to her, and he keeps coming back every lifetime before she turns 18 to kill her. So you can imagine this is like a huge curse for her, because she knows when she's going to die. She doesn't know exactly how she's going to die, but she knows that she's not going to live past 18, and she knows that she's going to stay a teenager forever, because she's just going to come back and it's going to happen all over again. And this guy named Arden comes back to search for her and find her, and he wants to kill her in every single life, and he manages to do so. So it's quite a mystery how this is happening to her, why this is happening to her. She has no idea what is going on. Arden is a supernatural being, and they are like tethered souls. They are drawn to each other. So it's almost like it's this mysterious curse, you would say, that is tied to them, and he has to do it. Even if he doesn't want to, he has to kill her. One thing about Evelyn is that she really is enjoying this life. She wants to continue to live in this life, and she is already feeling heartbroken and nervous and stressed out that pretty soon she's not going to be able to continue with the people that she loves, with her family, because she knows that he's going to come searching for her again. And she just has to enjoy the time that she has, and she's trying to figure out how she can get out of being murdered again, so she can live past 18 and enjoy the life that she currently has. Another thing that's happening is that Evelyn's little sister is fighting a battle. She currently has leukemia, and Evelyn is a match for her. She's able to help her sister by donating her bone marrow, but also she's having to hurry up and try to beat the clock, because it's going to pretty soon be her 18th birthday. So she wants to save her sister, and help her. And in the meantime, she's also having to hide from Arden because it's soon coming up on her 18th birthday, and she knows that this person comes back and finds her eventually and kills her. She's hoping and wishing to save her sister and be able to donate her marrow, her bone marrow, before Arden comes back and kills her. So Evelyn needs to figure out why she's being hunted every lifetime, figure out who's behind this, and also find out why it is that she is so in love with her murderer. So that's quite a twist to this infinite life that she has going on, because he comes back to kill her, but then she feels this bond with him that she cannot explain, because in each life she knows that they've been together, they love each other, even though she's only 18, up until 18, but she knows that they've had a strong bond that she cannot shake, even though she does recall being hunted by him, but she does not know what it is and why. But guess what? Arden does, and he will not tell her why. This story really captivated me because it is a fantasy. There's a curse going on. It involves infinite love between two people that cannot be together, and she doesn't know why. And he's also fighting not to love her because he has to kill her. So there's like all these high emotions going on, and there's this mystery where you're wanting to find out why it is it's happening. I was drawn to her writing. In the beginning, it was very poetic, the way she expressed their love, that the love that they have for each other. It was like above and beyond any love, and yet they can't be together. And I thought, wow, it's so beautiful, and the words she expressed, the emotions tied to it, to those words, I was imagining that it would be expressed in the story so well and so vividly after the explanation of this star-crossed love, and yet it really fell short for me. There were periods where I even got bored with it, because the author outlines the story in a way where she is transporting you back and forth in Evelyn's past lives. But in the past lives, I didn't feel she fully showcased in words and in the characters' expressions towards each other. The stories that were told did not fully express the way it should have. Like, I wanted to feel the love between them. I wanted to know how they fell in love, and it was so strong that it lasted for centuries, you know, time and time again. They couldn't untether or break away that feeling of the strong love that they had for each other. I didn't feel she fully expressed it in any of the past lives. It was cut short. It was not an emotionally drawn and catchy lines at all within those past lives. And then in the current life, she's just fighting with her sister, so, you know, fighting back, not running away, and fighting back the fear, fighting back tears of you know, emotion that, you know, she has to stay strong for her sister. She has to stay strong so she doesn't go running off and hiding before she donates her bone marrow to her sister. So there's not a lot of vulnerability there. So you don't really see with the words that were written. I didn't see any feel and imagine with those words that were written the story that should have been told which is regarding a love that lasts lifetimes. And since she's a teenager, yes, you can fall in love as teenagers, but the lifespan is not that long. I wanted to feel like a Romeo and Juliet. I wanted to feel like Arden really doesn't want to murder her. Like, I wanted to get that. Like, he was so distraught and he couldn't, and he's fighting it, and she wants him and he wants to be with her, and they can't, and they're like fighting this love, and he's fighting not to kill her. But I didn't. It fell short. It just fell short. And hopefully you've read it. A lot of people loved it, didn't feel the way I felt, not meeting that target, of a strong love with the way it was written. The romance was supposed to be the heart of the story from what I, read in the summary. And I didn't feel the heart of the story was the romance. I felt the heart of the story was the fact that he's murdering her lifetime after lifetime. And she's like, she doesn't know why he's murdering her. And to me, it became very annoying that he keeps coming back and she keeps feeling like she's in love with him. It's like, after a while, don't you hate this guy? Don't you want to kill him too? It's like, he keeps coming back and cuts your life short. Why would you still love him? But I understand there is a curse underlying that. Spoiler alert, there's a curse underlying all that. The curse has to do with something else. The curse is not the reason why she feels the love. She feels the love because they fell in love. But it's just so unrealistic where he keeps murdering her. Don't you feel pain? And I didn't feel that she was super terrified of being killed. I don't care how many times a person gets killed, it's still gonna hurt. I don't believe you would get numb from being killed lifetime after lifetime. It's still painful. It's still scary because each time he's doing it in different ways, and they come back as different people. So she's a different person each lifetime. He's a different person, but he knows it's like their souls are tethered, so he can find her wherever she is in the world. He finds her. So it's like, I didn't get she was even terrified of being murdered at all. It's like, oh, you're gonna get like, okay, here we go again, I'm gonna get killed. It fell short, but the plot is so good. The idea of it all, if it just came together the way I feel it should, with more strength, more power in the love, and a more dynamic between the two, where you felt like, wow, he really doesn't want to kill her, he really loves her, she really loves him, they need to be together. I want to feel like in the end I'm rooting for them. Like, I want to know who's behind this curse. I want them to be together. And honestly, I really didn't care either way. Actually, in the end, I just felt like, just do it already, just just kill her and that's it, because this is just drawn out. It was a very slow process to get to the part where you learn about what's behind this and why he keeps doing it. It's like you have to get all the way to the end, and it wasn't as intriguing as I felt it should be. It's not convincing. They're positioned as soulmates, but it only reads that way with the words, but it's not lived in color in this book. It's not fully lived. I didn't feel the passion of love. I really didn't feel that. There wasn't much depth to their intimacy. There wasn't much depth to showcasing that, wow, this is something I need to fight for on both ends. I didn't believe they had an eternal bond. It wasn't believable. It was like, I don't feel it. I don't feel she was almost like numb. And I know she was going through the thing with her sister, but again, the heart of the story is supposed to be that they're star-crossed lovers. There's a romance there that spans lifetimes, because it doesn't fade, but it failed to showcase it. So all in all, with the romance being weak, and I understand they are teenagers, but that's what what the storyline is supposed to be about. Once the mystery was revealed, I was at the end of my rope already. I was like, I'm ready to like end this. I'm glad that I didn't. Did the ending make me feel different about the story? Did it change my view that it fell short for me? It did not. A matter of fact, I was disappointed with the way the ending was written out. I just wanted it to finally end, the infinite lives to finally come to an end towards the end. But you know, all in all, I really did enjoy the overall theme, but I can imagine what the story could have been and could have felt like if it were written, you know, in more depth, more deeper, more emotion, with more emotion, more power in the love, more power in possibly even hate, that he's doing this. Like, I want to feel the hate, I want to feel the love, the torture, the all of that rolled into one, and I wanted to see that in the past lives more, in more depth and more detail. In any case, I hope that you still read this if you haven't read it, because so many people thoroughly enjoyed this book. You know, everybody has their own opinion or taste on what they feel like could have been brought to the table more or less, or maybe they were just adequately satisfied with the book, and there were no shortcomings for different readers, you know, of different ages. But for me, as I said, I wish it could have came through stronger. In any case, I gave this book 3 stars on Goodreads, and I do recommend you go ahead and read it. I always recommend you read a book, even if I didn't fully and thoroughly love it. I would still recommend for you to read this book, because I never want to discourage anyone from reading a book that I've read and didn't fully enjoy, or it didn't really, or it fell kind of short for me, because everyone has a different style or taste of what they're what they like and dislike when it comes to reading. Just like watching TV shows and movies, you know, you have somebody that didn't like it, and then another person who really did. So I never want to discredit it to that point and say, oh, don't read it at all, you know. So I hope you do get a chance to read it if you haven't read it, and tell me what you thought of the book. I would love to read your opinion on this book, if you liked it or not, or if you had some similar opinion like mine. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw today or previous episodes and you haven't already. Please hit that subscribe button, because it really does help me make more videos. I'm currently in school and I also work full-time, so my plate is pretty full, but I so enjoy doing these videos, and I am going to be doing more, and I wish I can get them more often, and I will definitely try my best to do that. Please wish me luck on this math test that I am currently studying for. It's algebra, and I am not the best in math, so this has really been challenging for me. This past month has been super challenging, because I have really been trying to remember all these formulas that I'm probably not going to use in real life. But so the story goes, you know, sometimes you have to take classes that you may not utilize in real life. But, you know, in any case, I would like to pass, of course. So wish me luck on that. And I hope to see you real soon on the next episode of Lynette Looks. So on that note, I will see you on the next one.